Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, I do apologise for those of you who see this subject as pretty damn obvious. For those of you who still have your common sense, your intellect, your normal grown-up mind. But sit back and let's marvel and point at and mock and laugh at our fellow human beings who are not quite up to adult speed. They are Wilder fanatical fans, not his regular fans who are coming out saying, listen, our guy got done in the rematch. Okay, he got absolutely exposed. Big up Tyson Fury. We're still going to support Deontay Wilder. Maybe he can come back and get revenge. But even if he can't, oh well, we're still going to be supporting him. And big up to all you guys. But the stragglers, the hangers-on, these people, along with this other channel, this Pharaoh clown, whatever he is, coming out with stupidity. Because yesterday when I did the video, I thought that would be the subject dead and buried. But it's not. For some reason, it's not. People can't let go of the fact that their king, their God, was exposed as being a mere mortal. They can't accept it. I guess Tyson Fury used his damn gypsy magic, is what he done. That'll be the next one. But look, some of the things that they're saying to me are, well, maybe Tyson Fury's got a secret compartment in the gloves. A secret compartment in the gloves. They're actually saying this. So the gloves that the WBC give to him on fight night, the gloves that are inspected by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the gloves that are inspected by Deontay Wilder's manager and trainer Jay Dees, who oversaw all the wrapping of the hands. Somehow he managed to maneuver and put compartments in his glove. What compartment? Is he keeping his pocket money in there? What compartments are you talking about? Again, people showing me footage and images of Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder. It's the first fight. What's the first fight got to do with the damn rematch? What's the first fight got to do with the fact that your boy got battered? And we know it's the first fight because he's got red tape around the wrist of the gloves. In the rematch, he's got white tape. That's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. So we're talking about the rematch here. People are saying, well, he must have cheated because he got a history of taking nandrolone and cocaine and all these kind of things. What's that got to do with gloves? What's that got to do with gloves? So, as I said yesterday in the video, the gloves that I used were far thicker, far more dense, far more rigid than Tyson Fury's quality-made ones. Tyson Fury's ones are far more flexible. Yes, I didn't have wraps on. Tyson Fury had wraps on. They're wraps. They're cotton. Okay? They're not plaster of Paris. You can still move your wrist. You can still move it up and down. But yeah, here's some of the things, okay? Let's look at Tyson Fury after the fight. He's still got his bloody wraps on. Can you believe it? I can't believe he's still got his wraps on. The padding around the knuckle is still there because people are saying to me, well, how do you explain Tyson Fury's knuckles and skin peering through where the laces are on his gloves, where the palm should be? How do you explain it? Because the palms of his hands are not wrapped. That's why you can see his skin. It's not difficult. It's really not difficult. He's got massive hands, by the way. His hands, his fingers. Look at his fingers. They're all disjointed. They're weird looking. They're weird looking. His hands are the same size as my size 10 feet. But somehow, Tyson Fury, look at the wraps. They're halfway up his down forearm. The same way they are with Deontay Wilder and every other fighter. That's how you wrap. They're halfway up his forearm. They do not move up and down like a sock. And the reason I'm saying this is because they believe that Tyson Fury could put his hands inside the glove, even though the wraps around his wrist would be pretty much the same kind of level as to where his gloves finish. And then his gloves are then wrapped or taped around the wrist. Okay, and autographed, so they can't be tampered with. But somehow, Tyson Fury can use his gypsy magic. He can turn his hand into go-go gadget hand, like he's a fucking transformer, keep his wrists exactly where they are, yet move his hand halfway down the glove, but yet his wrist stays exactly the same. How do we know that his wrist is in the same position? Because you can't see the bloody wraps. You can't see the wraps sticking out from where the gloves are. That's how we know. But yet somehow Tyson Fury can move his hand down, keep his wrist where it is. So it must be that his hand is going inside his own down forearm. He can somehow turn his hand over inside the glove without the glove moving, by the way. So his knuckles are sticking out where the palm should be, and that's what he's hitting Wilder with. That's what he's doing. This guy is magical. We should put him in the damn magic circle or something. How's he doing this? Think about it. Think about it. The bulge that's sticking out. Look at the palm of your own hand. Look at it. Put your palm in front of your face. Where your fingers join your palm. Where the thumb joins your palm. You push your fingers right the way back. Guess what? They stick out quite a bit, yes? Tyson Fury's even more so. As I said, he's got manky fingers. Even more so. He's slapping Wilder. Yes, it's illegal. Wilder does it too. Wilder is a prolific puncher on the back of the head. This is also illegal. So if you're giving Wilder a pass, then you need to be giving Tyson Fury a pass. It's a fight. Yes, it's not part of the Queensberry rules. He's not supposed to be doing it. But he's doing it. He open hand palm slapped your king. He slapped him into submission. That's what he done. Okay? It is impossible to keep your wrist where they are. It's impossible to move your hand down the glove without the wraps on your forearm being exposed from the other side of the glove. It's impossible to do it. As I said, he's not a bloody transformer. He can't do it. And then keep the gloves where they are. Turn his wrist right the way around so his knuckles are sticking out where the laces should be. The gloves are not moving, but somehow he can do all this. How do we explain the flexibility of his wrist? How do we explain it? Because he's fucking doing it. That's how we explain it. Just because you can't do it doesn't mean he can't do it. He can do this. He can stretch out his fingers and open slap Deontay Wilder. That's why it looks like his wrist is right the way bent back. That's why he's doing it. He's doing it. What do you think he is? What kind of magic do you think he has? Your boy got battered. He got battered. Simple as that. What more can I explain? As I said, look at the pictures after the fight. He's still wearing his wraps. They have not moved. They are not magic wraps. The padding on the knuckles is still there. Nothing has moved. The skin that you are seeing through the laces is the palm of his hand. It's not complicated. It's really not difficult. I'm sorry that your guy got battered. He just did. I know you don't like it. You're looking for reasons. You're looking for excuses. But he just did. There was no cheating with the gloves going on. None whatsoever. He can move his hands. Both of his hands. Check out this picture. That's his right hand. But apparently the problem is with his left hand. That's the one where he can move his hand in and out the glove at will. With his wrist still being in the same position, he can turn his hand right the way around like a damn cog on a machine. He can do this with his wrist staying exactly inside the glove, so the wraps are not exposed. His forearm or any part of his arm is also not twisted round, but yet he can do this. I think maybe they should put Tyson Fury's hands in an MRI machine or something to see if it's machine or real skeleton that he can do this. Surely. What about Deontay Wilder and the amount of surgeries that he's had? Is it possible that maybe, just maybe, he has some kind of metal in his hands? Is that possible or not possible? No. How dare we? Again, let's touch on that footage from the changing room again. Well, that shows that something definitely happened, doesn't it? Yeah, because that's impossible. That's impossible that somebody got hold of that footage and edited it. It's impossible, yes? This can't happen. Don't be silly. Absolute morons. You're morons. You should be on Jeremy Kyle or Jeremy Springer or something. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Move on. The bowls that were sticking out where his palm should be were not his fingers. And if they were his fingers, if somehow he managed to move his fingers down there, guess what he's hitting Wilder with? The back of his fingers. Guess what's going to happen? His fingers would break. Think about it. Your fingers would break. It's really not difficult. Move on. Please move on. That's what I'm saying. To be a Wilder fanatic, you have to lose all common sense. I know you don't like it. I know you don't. And I know it puts you in touch with your feminine side because you're still wearing the frilly knickers with Bomb Squad on the tag. I know that's what you're doing. You can't help it. You've got a picture of Deontay Wilder on your wall with his magical tattoos holding Sophia over his shoulder. No, he got battered. He's a mere mortal. Move on. Maybe he'll get him back in a rematch. Maybe. Unlikely. But he might. He's got a puncher's chance. Of course he does. But nothing happened with Tyson Fury's gloves. He can just move his wrists in that kind of motion. He can just do it. There's no explanation for it other than he can just do it. You are not seeing the knuckles. As I said before, look at the picture. His hands are still wrapped. You're not seeing his knuckles. It's impossible to move your hand in that way. Show me how it's possible. Where the glove is exactly in there with wraps on, without using your other hand to twist the glove around. So after he hits him with a knuckle where the palm should be, he can then pull his arm back and the glove is back in position again. That's weird, isn't it? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.